Peace and blessings, everyone. I am here today with the solution for those who want to have a voluminous head wrap, but you may not necessarily have voluminous hair. If you have short to medium length hair, well, basically as long as your hair is long enough to get it into a ponytail, this should work for you. So this is for someone who has, thin hair or straight hair that's a regular thickness. Basically, you don't have locks or an afro or something that's, big and poofy. This is for you, so you can achieve the high head wrap look. So the first thing you want to do is go ahead and take your hair, and you'll have to excuse my mannequin here. Her hair is a bit nappy, hasn't been combed, and she has some old, can you see that? She has some old yarn braids here from way back when I was practicing how to do yarn braids, and I just never took them out. So we're going to work with her. So what you want to do is just take your hair, and put it up into a ponytail at the top of your head. And all I'm doing is, actually this is going to be a bent ponytail is what I call it. So let me do that one more time because I'm doing it and I'm not giving instructions. So you have your hair, just do a quick little twist and bend it to the front, okay? Bring up the back, and I have a scrunchie here, or a little elastic, and I just put it around there once because I want this to be very loose. So you can do it, you can wrap around twice, 3 times, whatever, but just make sure that it's loose because I know some of these things are very long and you might have to wrap around multiple times. But for this, I just wrapped around once, and you can see that it's a very loose bent pony. And this is going to be the base of your head wrap. This is what's going to hold everything together. So even if your hair is not long enough to twist and bend as I did hers, if your hair is just here, this is the end of your hair, you are good to go, okay? This will work for you as well. We just need some type of a base here. That's all we need. So get it up there, and the next thing you'll need is this little crochet hair donut that I've designed. Now they do have similar things at beauty supply stores which are made out of foam. I know when I was back in middle school, girls used to make these out of socks. They used to take 3-4 socks, roll them together, and use it as a as their hair donut. The technique that we're going to use here is slightly different than what the girls would do when I was in middle school. They would put it on and take their hair and put it around, and they'll have a little donut hair bun, and you couldn't even see this thing. But this is not going to be seen, but your hair is not going to cover it. Your head wrap is going to cover this. So you take it, open it up from the middle, and just place it on top of your bent pony or your regular ponytail. And then just kind of press your ponytail down because you want that to be a bit flat, and this is what you should have. And so I was saying that they have similar things at beauty supply stores made out of different material, but I like the crochet ones because they, if you have braids or twists, the crochet is very similar to the feel of the braids or twists underneath the head wrap, and if somebody was to touch it, they wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Now for myself, I don't use these because my hair gives me enough volume, but I would definitely recommend this for someone who's looking for that volume. But if you don't have the money to purchase this from my Etsy shop, I would say use some socks because nobody's going to know what's under there anyway. Nobody but you. They ain't going to know unless you tell them. So you have this. We're going to take our wrap. This is a fairly thin wrap that I have here, and it is 68 inches long by 22 inches wide, and it does have fringe. I mean, you could use fringe, you could use a wrap without fringe. I don't know, whatever works best for you. If you're new to wrapping, I would say don't use one with fringe because it's just an extra step and you have to tuck it all in at the end. So I'm just going to place this over. Maybe I should turn her. There we go. I'm going to place this over her head and maybe end it a little bit beneath the ear. Actually, a little bit beneath the jawline. Okay? And then I'm taking the front portion and crossing them in my hands. So can you see what I've done? Turn a little bit. I'm talking to her like she's a real person. Turn a little bit. So I've crossed at the back, so I have, see, this in that hand and the other in the other. And I'm just crossing at the back. Got that? Okay. So this in here, I'm actually holding this in place with the long end. So watch, I'm going to let it go. And it stays. Okay? So the long end, you need to have it fairly taut to hold in the short end, okay? And so we're going to fold over once and bring this edge back because you want enough material to make your wrap voluminous, okay? So you don't want to bring this all the way to the edge. You don't want to do that. Bring it back a bit. And it'll also create more folds and more interestingness here. So yeah, I know that's not a word, but it'll give it more oomph, a little bit more unique. Okay? So what we want to do now is do a very light twist. See that? I'm going to bring it around, and I'm going to cover the indent, the indentation here, because this is where the head is and this is where the end of the donut is. So if you leave that like that and just keep wrapping without doing the twist, it's going to be like a cone, and that's not going to be cute. So do the loose twist and wrap around, and you see how already it's smoothing out and you can't even, tell the indent. So we're going to wrap that to the back, that little loose twist. See, I'm ending the twist about at the back just to cover the indent. And this is how the other side looks because it's straight. Okay? And so then we go ahead and fan it out just a bit. And this piece that's left, this is going to help create your volume. So all I'm doing here is just tucking the fringe in, tucking these loose pieces in, and kind of just holding it there until I wrap the rest, just to cover that up. See that? So it's covered, it's held in place, and now you can play around with this portion, and we'll play around with it more once we're actually finished with the wrap. Okay? And now this is open. We're not twisting anymore. This is fanned out, as mentioned previously. And just for... Oh, okay, there we go. I'm sorry, I thought she was falling. And just for something a little bit more interesting, I'm going to make a little V right there by fanning that out and bringing it around. Okay, and now I'm back here, and I have my fringe. Okay, and I'm just going to twist the fringe into the cloth portion of the wrap just to hide it. And then I'm going to take that and find somewhere to tuck it into. As long as there's a fold to hold it, you're good. Okay, and let me tighten this mannequin head. Alright, there we go. Okay, and so this is our raw finished. Y'all, my swivel thing is not swiveling the way it's supposed to. So this is our raw finished product. I'm going to give you a quick 360. Okay? A major part of head wrapping is the finishing touches. I would say that that's the most important part, really. As long as you have your base, good, and you have it pretty secure, the actual swooping around your ponytail, that's just kind of whatever you want to do. At the end is when you perfect it, which is what I'm doing now. And I am just making sure everything is in place. Now, when you're doing this on yourself, you won't be able to see unless you have, two mirrors, or if someone is helping you, but you probably won't be able to see the back. So it's just a matter of feeling for what you think feels right or wrong and correcting that. So all I'm doing, guys, is just moving it around in turn and making it more tubular and even. So you see how we have a twist, we have folds, your head wrap has a lot of personality. But we don't want to put our finger in there. We don't want to make a hole in it, so I'll just put that back there. Okay? So that's pretty much it. You have one side that's, pretty straight. You have your front with the V here. And this is this is what happens when you don't come up high enough. It looks like a cone. Now some people don't mind the cone shape. It's a pet peeve of mine. I don't like for head wraps to have a cone shape. I like for them to be like a tube. So there we go. We just fix that. All you do is just kind of fluff out the part around the indentation. Let's turn that way. And there's your little twist, and there's that. And here's the back. And this is not the wrap. This is her hair that's just kind of hanging down. So that can go up and under. Okay. And that is our head wrap, guys. Does it look like mine? Okay, so there you go. The link if you want to purchase the crochet hair donut will be down below. It's in my Etsy shop. If you crochet and you want to purchase the pattern to make your own crochet hair donut, eventually, sometime in the near future, inshallah, God willing, I will also make that available in my Etsy shop, and hopefully also, inshallah, I will make more head wrapping videos for people who don't have voluminous hair, for people who do have voluminous hair, just how to wrap, because these they're really basic, so you can get really creative with it. You can add flowers, you can add jewels, headgear, just anything, just spice up your head wrap. And one thing that I do suggest, if you are not an earring kind of person, earrings bring out your wrap, and your wrap bring out your earrings, and your earrings and your wrap bring out your face. So I would definitely suggest to wear earrings if you decide to try this head wrap style or any other type of head wrap style. It just adds to the beauty of it. So thank you for watching, guys. I'm tired. I gotta go. I know you can probably see it in my face and hear it in my voice. I've been doing so much today. I do appreciate you watching. If you have any questions, comments, anything, just leave it down below. Peace, blessings, love, and light. God be with you. Bye.